Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, George the Only One. And today, you know what? I forgot to do the first episode review for Loki. So you know what? I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till episode 2 comes out. And then I'll do like an episode 1 and 2 together. And you know what? Let's do it. Let's talk about Loki season 2, episode 1 and 2. So, I know I'm late. It's Saturday. It came out on, no wait, is it Saturday? No, it's Friday, sorry. Well, by the time you see this, it's gonna be either Friday afternoonish or Saturday morning. Point is, let's just talk about Loki. Let's not waste any time. So, the first episode of Loki. Oh, by the way, spoilers ahead for episode 1 and 2. I mean, which you pretty much know that. By the way, I know people, if a lot of people see this, people are gonna be like, oh, you stole this idea from Jeremy Johns. And no, I didn't, okay? I'm taking inspiration. Anyways, let's just talk about this real quick. So, in the beginning of, I'm not gonna go I'm not gonna go through every single scene of like every episode, but I'm just gonna tell you the things that stood out to me, the things I liked, and some of the things where I thought they could have done a little bit better on. Now, listen, in my opinion, the MCU has been dying, like absolutely dying. Like ever since Secret Invasion came out, I was so disappointed. I didn't even do a review for the show, like in total. I was just mad. I was just like, I don't even feel like doing this. And I also, I am going to be posting a video on why Marvel is failing. And I will post another video, which is going to be like a two-parter on why Marvel is failing and how can Marvel succeed. But right now, let's talk about Loki. Since the MCU has been feeling a little bit dry for me, except Guardians 3, but since it's been feeling a little bit dry for me, I was like, I really hope Loki season 2 can really like up the MCU, you know? Because like I said, it's been feeling like a total downer. But no, as soon as like the first episode played, that chase down with Loki and Mobius, oh my goodness, that first scene hooked in immediately. Like, oh, you know, I was so excited. I was like, yes, like, yeah, like I'm so glad that we got to see this. Like, it felt like you just like jumped right back into the Loki world, I guess you can say. And I really love the set design here, and it feels more of a Loki-ish color, because in the first season it was mostly like the orange like TVA environment, but in this season it feels more of a greenish, like light green kind of feeling here, and I really enjoy that more in this season because it feels more, I wouldn't say colorful, but it feels more outstanding, a little bit more vibrant than the first season, because the first season was very mostly orange, like dark orange, and you know, which was great, but like I feel like the green suits more Loki for his persona and everything. But yeah, jumping right into this, you feel the stakes, you feel Kang being a menace. Like, even though, you know, he's not in these first 2 episodes, he is gonna be in the third one. I feel like he is. But listen, Loki really makes Kang like he makes it seem like a threat, and I love that, because in Quantumania, you can go check my other review, but Kang wasn't really a menace, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But in this, like in the first episode, Loki's like, he's coming back, like he's like preparing for a war, and I'm like, oh, I'm excited, I'm hooked in. You know what? 10 tickets for Kang Dynasty, like immediately hooked in. I was like, you know what? Yes, I'm glad that Loki's, you know, being able to make me feel like there's some actual stakes here, even if it's just in a TV series, you know? And I really love that. Now, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but let's talk about the good stuff. Loki, Tom Hiddleston as Loki killed it as always, especially in the second episode. Oh my goodness, I love that second episode, because you could see more of Loki's powers in this season. Well, I mean, it just started, but like you got to see more of, you know, the whimsical kind of like power of him. I guess you can say like the whole shadow play. I feel like you could have done a little bit more there for the shadow play, but it was great overall. Like how the horns come in. Oh, I love that scene so much. The whole like part where, you know, Brad is like telling him like, oh, you're always gonna be a villain, and then Loki's like, oh, always have been, always will be, and he starts torturing him. Like, top tier MCU scene. Well, not MCU scene, but top tier Loki scene. Love that. Now, Tom Hiddleston will always kill it as Loki. He's by far one of the best characters in this new phase of the MCU. Also, huge props for Owen Wilson. He just got right into like the character of Mobius. Like he didn't skip a beat. Like he was like, all right, back to Loki season 2, and then he just like he didn't do it for a paycheck. He was just like, yeah, I'm excited to do this, and he's in it. He crushed it. Now another character I do enjoy is OB, Ouroboros. I don't know how. I don't want to be racist, so I don't want to pronounce the actor's name. But when I saw him, I was like, hey, and he's such a nice inclusion to the TV series, and it kind of fits the vibe of the show as well. And I love his character. I'm also glad that B15 and Casey are being put up more as main characters rather than side characters. And I'm really glad they're making them like more, like I said, main characters, because I feel like they could bring a lot to the table, and I think this season they are. They're gonna do something in this season, and it's gonna be a shock. Like what? But yeah, huge props for them. And Sylvie, of course, in the second episode, she wasn't in the first one. She was in the second one. Sylvie, same thing. The actress, she just jumped back in, and really excited to see Sylvie again because I really enjoyed her a lot in the first season. She got me pissed off by the end of the last season, but overall, it's just nice to see her back in like this Sylvie role, and because I really miss the Loki world and everything. And yeah, what else should I talk about? I really enjoyed these first 2 episodes, and if the show keeps on going like this, I think we're safe. I think I will still continue to watch the MCU. Now, that being said, I do have some negatives. One of those negatives being the first episode where Mobius doesn't recognize Loki, and then like 5 minutes later, like Mobius is like, "Oh, Loki, hey." Like, that was one thing that kind of bothered me, because I was like, huh. Because by the end of the last season, you made it seem like, what? Like, Mobius doesn't remember Loki, and now Kang is like the new like not like he's the new ruler of this T of A, is Loki in a new universe. Is like, what's going on? Like, that's what I really enjoyed about the ending of Loki season 1. But the fact that they fixed it so quick by the first episode, I was like, huh. Okay. Glad to see regular Mobius and Loki back together, but like, I feel like you could see. This is why I don't like the Disney Plus shows, because it's always 6 episodes, and you could extend this to like 10 episodes if you wanted to, and you could have like had one episode where you're focusing on Loki trying to go back to the regular timeline, and you get to learn more about Kang, or what he's doing, like what he's up to, like what is he gonna do to the multiverse or to the timelines, like what's his plan. And that way you can make it seem like he's more of a menace, that he's more threatening, so that when Loki comes back to the regular timeline, he'll be like, guys, this he who he remains, he's a huge menace, like he's gonna kill everyone, like have him be more threatening, like you have that one episode. But it's just tiny nitpicks. Another thing, well, have to be the humor, but like it's the MCU now, a lot of humor here and there, so I can't really say anything about it. But yeah, what else? Oh, sorry, the camera kind of cut out. What else? Overall, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm just really excited because I love these 2 first episodes. Thought they were great. Thought they were amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for episode 3, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.